Okay, we are now going live. Yeah, some minor annoyances here, but let's see what we. But first, I'll just post this to a few streams, and then we should be ready to go with it. Hold on. So, okay. Some quick shares, and we should be up and running here. And okay, there we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. We've actually had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a while, but I wasn't able to find time in the middle of the week to do this, so we're going to be doing the sealed now. I'll probably have to do a draft right immediately after because I won't be around next week. But let's take a very quick look of what we have in store. We only have 5 archetypes, typical of these smaller sets. And let's see. So white black ninjas, blue red artifacts, um, black green. It's disappear, so it could be sacrifice, it could be food, but it could also be from sneak. Black has a good amount of sneak. Red white alliance, so you want them creatures entering the battlefield, so it's really go white, and green blue mutagen, so those are the only ones we got. If you happen to have to try to go for something else, you're probably mixing up stuff. But we'll see how this one pans out. Also, this time, supposedly the number of rares and mythics should be back to normal. Yeah, I would have liked doing this a lot earlier, but no, I think it's nice to have it at fair. Looking at it right now, I would white black ninjas is looking good. Number of non-token creatures, yeah, it's this with a little the beginning end step, create the black, create okay. Yeah, it looks like we have white black sneak up on the ready. Blue is looking interesting though. We'll have to check the comments and uncommons, see if we have enough. So first of all, let's see if we have the. No, we do not have. We do not have the mythic uncommon white 4-drop, so that's not available for us. We do have the lands. Let's zoom in closer here. As far as lands are concerned, 1 escape tunnel, 1 foot headquarters. That black white is looking good. Also helps that we have foot ninjas for additional sneak. This one's more of a. This one's probably fine. Putrid Pals. Okay, so the hybrid kinda helps. 1 Omni Cheese Pizza for card draw. Probably would run that. Skateboard might actually be an interesting trick, but let's take a look at their white black. I did notice that I have quite a lot of white 1-drops, but let's see. As far as sneak's concerned, we have one Big Brother, we have the Technique, and that's about it. Okay, I guess Foot Ninja is also a very good sneak card. In black, what we have for sneak? We have Orokusaki. Deals combat, you draw a card using life. I'm okay with that. Shredder's Technique is quite okay for removal. Multiple copies of anchovy banana pizza. Shredder Unrelenting enters attack scenario. Okay, looks like white black is quite solid here. We can make that work. If there is an option for a blue splash because of Splinter, but let's see if there's anything we actually want to run. It might probably be Renette Temporal Apprentice. Let's see if there's any. Answer quote. Donatello's Technique might be an interesting option here. the one turn. This this one actually might be a good fit here though. Draw a card, discard a card. The island cycling kind of helps here actually. Cycle for an island, though we would still need to go around just to get. I won't be doing the artifacts thing. Even though we are getting quite a bit of support for artifacts here. We have we have good removal here. We don't have the other pizza here though. We do have 2 Mouser Foundries, so that's a good start. Creature tokens you control gain haste. So Ravenous Robots, we can really go wide with this. We have some copies of Go Ninja, Go. Though if we are going wide, we might not be dealing that much damage. I would still consider that if we did go into 2 red artifacts. Excel top. Red-white might actually be the better option here. But we do have that option nonetheless. And finally for green, okay, green is looking like the weakest one of the bunch. Only because we barely have any cards that fit in here. Yeah, not much here. So we can consider green out. We'll start with the white. We'll start with white-black first. Channel. Okay, it's fine. We kind of want a lot of 1 and 2 drops so that we can sneak quite early. Guards. We'll see if we can fit Guardian Stance. This one is fine too because we're dropping creatures in. Technique, Pride, Splinter, add the land. Add the Foot Ninjas. Now we go for black. Death Touch is also a very good way to do this. Definitely want the removal. So sneak, sneak, sneak. Shredder's Revenge, target hit. This might be our only card draw, so at the beginning if a permanent left the battlefield, create. This might be fine. So 13 flat, so we probably want to make adjustments to that. We'll probably want to make some cuts on the higher end spells, so Foot Ninjas might actually be the cut here, but it's still kind of fine. Might actually be the Revenge, though that means we are running this straight with barely any card draw. We're really relying on the sneak. So we'll see how that pans out. Let me add the escape tunnel. I could add 1 pizza, but I don't think I need to add both. Also, this does help fix our mana a bit, which could be useful considering that we are flat even here. I'll try running without it, but I might consider adding it later. So there we go. This is going to be the start of our draft. We'll see how... Well, not draft, sealed. As far as sealed go, it's okay, but we could use a lot. We could use better cards here. Oh yeah, we also forgot to. Oh wait, forgot to add 1 blue for Splinter's ability. That might actually be quite relevant. So News Crew into. Yeah, we could run this. But we probably are making a mistake here if we don't hit 2 escapees. Okay, at least we got the 3 into a 4. If our opponent leaves 1 green up, we have to assume green pizza, which is flash +2/+2. Oh no, just bounces it back. Okay. Still kind of annoying, but yeah, now we really. Also annoying that our opponent could just equip this and we can't really do anything about it. Wow. But it does use up all our mana, so I guess it's fine. If we can get one, if we can get one black, no. Okay, we are probably in trouble. Our opponent did miss a land drop, so I think we just cancel for now. We'll take the hit first. Yeah, we might need to adjust our mana base a bit here. But at least now we can block with 3 creatures. I'm just gonna block with all 3. I know the thing that gives that touch is in blacks, not green, so we might be fine in that sense. Though I'll be honest, I'm not that familiar with the set, so we'll see how our... No, opponent just takes the hit. We're not exactly... we really need that one... I'm happy with the Eastman Avatar, but we really need that at least one black mana now. I would not mind hard casting any of these. Also, our opponent is really stuck. This is actually... Oh yeah, we probably should add one of the Swamp Cyclers here now. This might... Yeah... One is probably bound to hit their land soon. They finally hit it. We need to hit our land soon as well. Somehow barely surviving off the fact that our opponent got more stuck than we did. Okay, they hit the Putrid Pals. Oh wow, that's enough! We barely made it, and our opponent probably thinking that we must be so mono-white. Well, we kind of made it work mono-white that way, but no, we're not mono-white. We are white-black, missing the black. Yeah, we're gonna add the Swamp Cycler here. Let's improve our chances of actually hitting black. Yeah, I guess we run it like that. I'm still thinking if we are getting to the point that I want to add the blue mana. Probably not. Okay, this time we should be fine with our mana here. Though we don't have an early drop, so that is a concern. Yeah, let's grab as many swamps out here as we can. Yeah, not being able to block some of these is actually quite important. Let's see if we could hit something. Actually, so I can't block both of the. Well, I can block the. I can block these if I want to, but I kind of want to. We'll see what our opponent plays. I kind of want to draw cards. But I think I just go for the... No, that's... Show me what you have to sneak. Okay, no sneak. Probably just straight removal. But elite... Okay, that's a bit annoying. Yeah, our opponent has the edge here. I can play this, get 3 tokens. I would love to play more creatures first, but we probably shouldn't be too greedy. If we can drop our 5, we should just drop our 5. Okay, show me your sneak. And I'm okay with that because unless the sneak is a removal spell. Though honestly, if it was a removal spell, at this much mana, it could be hard cast. That would have been nasty. So at least we got a bit of a minor here. And we should have enough additional blockers. Also note that we might be able to just use use channel for this one, but I'm probably going to just play these 2 out. That's just 2 drop, 2 effects, then just swing. So far, Sally Pride is kind of working. We will block everything. That's fine. That's fine, we just lose 1 token. This each creature you control, so this would be out of range. I'm trying to remember if no convoke, so we got that one. We can still block April thanks to Featherbrain Flincher. If our opponent swings with Shredder, I'm probably just jumping. Prehistoric Pet, nice. Though if we just swing with Sally Pride and our opponent has no flying blockers, we can just take him out with... Trying to remember if there's an effect that gives lifelink. Just gonna swing with everything just for insurance. I suspect our opponent might have removal, but they would still have to block everything else. Yeah, that's the expected block. I'm fine with that. They probably have removal if this is the blocks they're going for. Oh, no, they don't. Okay, we managed to survive it. Yeah, it's literally Sally Pride saving us here. Since that's the case, let's find out who Sally Pride is in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm sorry, I barely remember watching the series. Okay, Mutant Lioness. So this one is from the Mutanimals storyline. Yeah, it's from the IDW storyline. So yeah, there's no way I would. I'm trying to see if there's any mention of Pride in the 90s TV series. That's how I remember. That's how I remember Turtles. And I think I barely watched one or two of the movies when it was on HBO. When it was on HBO, I think that's kind of my memory. Oh yeah, and the Turtles in Time arcade game. That one's also great. So let's see. So I probably want to do Squirrelanoids into Squirrelanoids into Shredder is gonna be my first play. Start drawing cards that way. I guess in the meantime, while I am waiting, actually, I have no idea what our opponent is doing. They just took one mulligan. Okay, there, they finally decided. Also, don't forget to click out this let's see. I think we actually go for the Feather Brain Flincher that has a bigger upside. Yeah, also don't forget to play the arcade game here. You want to play until you get it to green. So let's reset. They might have removals, but still going for it. At least we get the free food token. They probably had the removal for this. Yeah, that's fine. So next turn we probably just dump these two. Maybe I hit another land. That would be nice. Okay, we did hit another land. So what are we looking for here? We can do Leonardo Shredder's technique if neither of them get blocked. Okay, we will take 3. Hello, Jericho Lagan. Thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Oh, wow, that's brutal. Forgot. And this is a copy of target artifact you control. Oh, wow, we'll have to snipe this one first. Gadget Master's quite good. Yeah, Ultron Science. Ooh, tap the plus stun counter. Yeah, this is enough. Or at least we killed the engine, so to speak, so we should be fine there. Turtle Van. So I can bounce back for Shredder's technique, but what do I take out? Probably not as good as is. Replay the birds. Play Splinter, though doesn't really do much here. And if our opponent crew 3-4, yeah, we definitely want to snipe that. Especially if our opponent, say, Cruise Donatello, which I expect to happen. Also, probably should be okay with just letting the bird run the. Let's throw the bird under the van, maybe. Some chicken wings, I guess. I could also just take 4 for now. Yeah, we just take 4. So let's see. If our opponent decides to double block Leo, I'm fine with it. Actually, I'm not too fine with it. I should not have swung with Leo. Yeah, actually, what we do is we let the fake out happen. Then we just hard cash Shredder's technique. Then just drop Rat King Verminsters, so start making tokens. So now I kind of want to throw. Also, wait, this is check. If a permanent left the battlefield under your control, so sacking food will give me the rats I need. And let's see, it's a return target creature card, so not getting technique. Probably maybe get Leonardo, but I would like something a lot better than that. I want to see if our opponent decides to crew the van. This is a mutant, so it will become it will grow somewhat big. Okay, no, opponent is not going for it. Also note, Splinter is a rat, so that is an option. Also, the Ratminster is also a rat, that is an option too. And I need to check. No, this is our end step, so sacking on our opponent's end step doesn't do much. If the opponent sends the van, I probably throw the birds under the bus. Yeah, this is the part where we do need that card draws. Running the bird under the van. Yeah, that's probably cruel, but it might be necessary here. I'm willing to just take 3 also. Yeah, let's just take 3 for now. Went white black ninjas 3-1. Okay, that's nice. Red white ninjas. That's interesting. Ray Filet and Ray. Ooh. Oh, that's actually a very neat combo with the turtle van because you're gonna. sacrifice an artifact or creature, so I could sack this, generate this, return target creature card, and all other stat card from our graveyard. Unfortunately, we still don't have anything that's quite good. I might just sack a food token and hold on to the. This is not sorcery speed activation. Yeah, we're gonna have to do quite a bit of math on this game here. I definitely would like to play Eastwind Avatar. If I draw into Sally Pride, that would be a very big boost. So I kind of want to have that ready. I do need to probably snipe one of these two flyers when you get to that. Also, this being crew 1, yeah, very good. Also, at least 5/5, I have to be careful that our opponent doesn't have additional. So they could still crew the turtle van, but if the turtle van attacks, it doesn't give counters around. So that's kind of our plan here. Rat King's ability, same name creatures. Yes, that's kind of the idea, but we don't exactly have many duplicates, unfortunately. I Well, that's the nature of sealed. We have a few duplicates, but not that many. Also, none of these guys are what I'd want to return to the battlefield, so I might just hold off on it. I might just keep making Rat King bigger and bigger for the time being. Like, let's say our opponent swings with this. No, they're not swinging, so they're expecting me to swing back with a larger Rat King. Just So they probably crew that. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Go to combat. Probably not swinging with this. And I could swing with this, but that's kind of not so meaningful. And just sack this in my turn so that we get the end of turn trigger. Finally make this into a 5/5. Yeah. Feeding the Rat King is pretty much our big thing. Rat King, relentless, yeah, relentless rats. That's our commander. If you're playing Brawl, that would be Rat Colony. That that's kind of what we're looking forward to. I was wondering when our opponent would do this. Swing with that, just to start dumping counters onto this. Finally get rid of it. Do they not have a drop back? Because I don't mind swinging with all my rats. Escape tunnel. Yeah, that that is a weird setup, if I may say so myself. Also, does not help our opponent that this one that. Oh wait, I should have cracked this one also. I would have gotten this to 6. My bad. You have to kind of easy to fall into past habits. There we go. We're actually doing quite well. That's art doing quite well so far. So yeah, rat. The rares are pretty strong. This is definitely looking to be. It's leaning towards Prince heavy, but there is still quite a bit of setup that needs to be done on the uncommon level. That said, the uncommons are kind of juiced, so we might be looking at. I guess it depends. If you're playing red white or white black, those tend to be super aggro builds. You can get away with those being popper, though that's still kind of Prince. Blue red can also be kind of aggro. It does go white quite a bit. That is more synergy based, so you kind of still it's more Prince than popper, but you could still operate as popper. Black green and green blue, they're very mid range, can be kind of controlling. Those are definitely Prince levels. So it's looking interesting in the sense that the archetype you play determines whether the format is Prince or Pauper for you. That said, but don't get me wrong, this one is still leaning more towards Prince. It's more like Prince with with a little bit of saving grace. It's not it's not Fate Reforged levels of absolute Prince. Okay, so swirl knots into nothing really. So we're kind of hoping to draw into some stuff. Okay, we did draw into some stuff, but this is super late game. So we're probably just playing control for the time being. Okay, stun counters actually is fine. More scientists. I might end up just hard casting Shredder at this rate. I'll probably save the pizza for now though. Hard. Okay, maybe not the most exciting. Maybe not the most exciting safe pizza play. So we'll offer the trade, and I'm fine with that because I can hard cast Shredder anyway. They might have a counter. Okay, I actually forgot to check what is the counter spell type in this format. Shark Shredder, Ninja Teen. Oh yeah, those are nuts. Let's see, what does Trang deal 4 damage? Ooh, okay, they snipe Shredder. Okay, it's a bit sad. Probably just remove Trang later. Yeah, but this is a good 2 for. Yeah, because what am I getting? That Skrill Knot and nothing much. Yeah, I guess we drop this. We see if our tap. Okay, fine with that. They could sack this to draw 2 cards though, so that is probably going to be a problem for us. And also, bouncing this back is probably not ideal. Okay, they're just cracking to draw 2 cards. To tap foot ninjas makes sense. Yeah, they're really buying a lot of time here. So this is probably where we lose to blue-red. This is where they get control. Yeah, you got really good rares for your pre-release. Wait, what was the rare you said you lost to? Kind of hard to view comments from here. Let's see if we can. Mouser Foundry, okay. They might use this to snipe the bird. It feels like it feels really poor, but okay, snipe the bird. So I need to now decide if I actually want to get those 2 back. We wait. See what I also see. Yeah, Trag is the does hit hard removal. This one also hits hard removal. Return to the battlefield. Yikes, that's a problem. Yeah, this is gonna be a very long game. So at least we denied them the card draw. Thank goodness no artifact lands. They probably tapped the bird. Okay, fine. We're really getting our fill on food. Now this is probably the time where we do want to get that thing. Yeah, draw card, lose a life. That's not the card I wanted to draw. Andres Vega, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? So definitely, yeah, this guy's not getting a hit in ever again. Fine, okay. You may put a card from your hand on top or bottom. No, they didn't. They did not. If you have few, That's a draw 4. Unbelievable. Well, we're probably gonna lose this one unless we can get something really big on principle. Yeah, we hadn't hit any of our rares. Wait, no, we did hit one rare. We didn't get much. No, I say we got some decent value out of it. Not the strongest value though. We did hit a lot of our removal. Our opponent hit their Obhob, Alicat. So begin combat, create, destroy it. Okay. And attacking token gains indestructible. Just take the tool. I can swing with Bebop, but it probably just takes out one of these guys. Yeah, our point. Maybe I could wait 14 turns. I do have the food for this. Okay, I want to see how did our opponent remember to. Okay, I want to see how this works. I think yeah, you because everything else is in your sideboard, so you just have access to that. Okay, we are not winning this. That huge value play. Everything's been a huge value play for our opponents. We have not been. Well, in fairness, blue does have this big advantage of card draw. It's probably, and we do not have that advantage. Let's pass. Or we do have another pizza if we need to. One is down to 10 cards. See if they're able to close it out. They do grab. They might. They probably grabbed a white card from the. We can take for now. I didn't block, so it didn't matter that much. Oh, destroy it. So if you make it indestructible, it remains. Nice. Okay. Our card draw situation, not nice. So they probably grabbed the white just for this. Makes sense. Yeah, the wording is super interesting. Let's hope our opponent does. Oh, it's each creature. Nice. Everything's too expensive, so it's only gonna. Thankfully, it's instant speed. They are down to 8 cards. Let's see if there's any. Probably Monster Foundry if ever. negate. That's fine. That's fine. I'd rather it happen now than in some time that's much more critical. I guess it's time to crack. Okay, this is gonna go down to the wire. Really. Let's see. Opponent's down to like 7 cards, so there is that. There's also the issue that our opponent's gonna be gradually. We can get up to 23 life. If we let this die, that's probably another 20. That's 26. Yeah. Now this is one that I would like to get back twice. So 21 up to 24. I could swing. See, does our opponent have removal for East Wind Avatar? Yeah, action news. Okay, action news. Pulling lots of double duty there. Six more draw steps left. Okay, that would hurt us a bit because that means we lose a blocker for 2 turns. Yeah, on paper we're Excel target tap creature until this creature leaves. Okay, we lost it completely. So yeah, not looking great for us at all. One has been playing it kind of cautious. Let's see if our opponent goes for the whole thing. No, just going for Krang. Yeah, this is me kind of playing it safe, but not the strongest Sally Pride. I would have wanted to have more creatures, but I still have to play this. Let's see. Okay, more creatures going in. Yeah, almost there. We can kind of try to beat our opponent down first. Also, probably don't want to. I'm actually tempted to swing, but probably not. Just having enough blockers is probably more important for us right now. How's Ulima? Nope. I'm probably going for Group B again as usual. I do have Umas that can win, just not consistently. So I should be, in theory, I should be able to do Group B just fine. Also have to start doing quite a bit of math here. Past the blockers. If they have the combat trick for this, will be it. If it's just the indestructible thing, I'm fine with it. Oh, no, they have something. Yeah, they did have the combat trick, but they are down. So probably should have blocked with Bebop instead. Oh well, that's okay. First strike and vigilance. What the heck? Yeah, we're not winning this one. And now we have to hold this back. Because hitting this, I guess it's around the same time, so we could probably constitute double threat that way. Also, this is target artifact creature you control, so the vigilance is annoying. Does he swing with just those two? That's a given. I also have to consider a timing where I do have to let this one die so I will have functionally 27 life. Yeah, this is cutting really close, but I need to survive for 1, 2, 3 more turns per se. Yeah, make sure we have the life that we need. The tokens themselves are 16. Okay, opponent has to probably do full send to me twice. If they only do full send once, then we're gonna survive. If they do full send twice, we're not gonna survive. That said, okay, they're gonna do the double full send. Okay. So we need to take out their biggest threats. They are holding back enough. Now, if they have one additional combat trick, we are kind of in trouble. So probably have to crack 2 of these. But yeah, we won't be able to survive the next crackback. It was close. And I did not need prehistoric vector. So yeah, 16. Yeah, they survived down to the last card. Good game. Shredder's Revenge. I can't. Yeah, I can see this one. Right? Shredder's Revenge I do have, but it's I forgot if I put it on the main deck or sideboard. It is target player draws cards, so I think now that we're gone that far, yes, we're gonna put that in now, which means we probably drop. So I'm tempted to drop one land, but we don't exactly have any. Bebop is fine, Ninjas is fine. Can't exactly. I can try it like this. Yeah, yeah, hindsight is 2020. Now but now let's see how this pans out if we really do want to have. Okay, at least we're still. So news crew with removal backup is fine. The news crew really did us wonders in drawing us into cards, I guess, so that's fine. Okay, let's drop one. This, whenever it attacks, this is mana value 3 or less. We are not gonna wait. And that's it. Next turn we can stomp. This has got to be the most reckless I'm playing this now. Okay, opponent did not block, that's fine. Can't be countered. Never player casts a spell if it's okay. If the amount of mana spent it cast is less, okay, that's fine. So I'm finally gonna sacrifice that. Into another action news crew, but I would love to have something else. Also, don't forget that we don't have to sneak this one. We could just cast this one as is. Okay, bounce that, that's fine. Okay, we played this. This has got to be the most cards traded back and forth. Redraw card. Play this out. Yeah, right now we're just surviving only because we were in removal city. I'm gonna hold on to Bebop for now. Yeah, this is second Northwind avatar I've seen. So definite. So now that we cleared that out, they're more likely to get a creature next. Which means I probably now play Bebop to get the extra point of damage in. Then see how they set up blockers. Grab green into an ice cream kitty. So we'll just sneak Leonardo in. It's still two damage. But then we get to play this. Opponent Venus. Let's just do when it's dealt damage. Okay, and they're now able to go wide, but we should be still. But that's a lot of removal. I think we only have one more pizza. We might have one more pizza left. Yeah, this not having to tap just to sack stuff is quite decent. Also, looking at these, I would not be surprised if our opponent actually just tutored for the forest because they were not drawing the one off. Okay, so it's 4/4. Okay, so we are gonna offer the trade here. Offering the trade is good for us here because unless our opponent is able to drop more creatures, it should clear the way for Bebop. Yeah, we cleared the way. We got there. Woo, okay. That was a good one. We managed. So doing quite good. 4 wins. 4 wins, 1 loss. Let's see how far we can push this sealed. Also, apologies if I'm looking a little bit more tired than usual. It just is what it is. Okay, so no early plays, but we can set up our mana a bit. Yeah, honestly, I probably should mulligan this hand. Also hoping that we could drop 1 untapped mana source. So, though at this stage, yeah, we're fine playing this. So next turn we can drop Big Brother. I do not want to get in the family right away. Cowabunga. Oh, it looks like our opponent might be stuck. Oh no, they might have something. But we have to press the advantage while our opponent is missing mana. Okay, they were missing mana. Now, if it happens that everything our opponent places 4 drops onward, these stats are not looking great. Somehow, I also feel like if we ever get a DC Universes Beyond set, we're gonna be seeing that card. Please drop something cheap that doesn't make my removal spells look dumb. Yeah, in hindsight, probably playing the Shredder's technique was we should have been more we should have been more judicious about this one. I would have rather just played Death in the Family instead. Leonardo got grounded, sure. This. But yeah, no. I was thinking larger than life. Yeah, grounded. Grounded for Life is was that a TV series Grounded for Life? I don't remember. Also, gonna ground my squirrel noids. At the at the beginning of your next step, okay, we'll resolve. Yeah, it's a good thing that you have. And this is an ETB trigger, but I'm still gonna remove it. Let's see what our opponent has here. Okay, we'll just channel this now, get the extra damage in. It might force a removal spell out of the Squirrelanoids. So next turn we can hit for 4. I suspect our opponent might crack this one. Pop the Noids out of the way. They might have something, or they might have something for this. They might be missing a second red mana. Actually, think of it, yeah, this is super expensive if you want this to be an actual removal spell. 7 mana? Well, I guess it's 7 mana for a 2-1 with unconditional removal. Yeah, I expected that. Unfortunately, we did not draw another creature that would have sealed the deal. And we already used up. Oh, we only used up 1 action use man. We could. Another action use man could still kind of salvage it, I guess. Okay, let's see if we can get that last point of damage. Nope, we don't need to. Only conceded there. Woo, that was very close. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, I guess for sealed, the most consistent deck is generally the preferred one here. Anyway, that's 5 wins. We're still gonna keep going here. I will definitely need to do another draft. But I also want to do my app Naya Bera. Okay, prehistoric pet into we're not sneaking anything, but pet into crew is probably fine. But if we don't draw any more mana, this will turn out to be super greedy. So now we're hoping our opponent drops something with relatively high power, or something that, if this equips it, makes it into relatively high power. Yeah, your katana betrayed you, my friend. Oi, what's this? Whenever another creature you control enters, okay. Yeah, that puts the kibosh in things. Yeah, I need to start hitting land. Exile up to one other creature you own, then return it tapped and attacking. Ah, but because it's tapped, oh, it's tapped and attacking, we will have the ability to block it, I guess. Now they could also actually blink this. But yeah, tapped and attacking. So we are taking quite a bit of damage. This does make it into a 2-2 if they do equip it, so... But I probably still will. Actually, that was a mistake. I'll let you do it. The correct one was to attack with prehistoric head. It probably does get still double block. But yeah, if we don't hit our mana, this guy again, we... But I'm starting to see how everything lines up here. So this is actually the one I want to block. I am taking a lot of damage here, but in fairness, it might be kind of over for us anyway. Yeah, we did not hit our fourth lands. We drew everything expensive. It happens. It happens. I have... Oh yeah, it's actually really neat with Warp. It's nice with Warp, it's nice with ETBs. It's it's odd in this it is odd in the sense that it's in the two colors that are not primary for elves. It, but yeah, actually Neutrino, Blink. Yeah, basically, yeah, Warp with Haste. Okay, this one I do have to mulligan. This is looking like the end of our... Okay, this is better. I might have to give up on Shredder Unrelenting though. Spots. I think I just play an action use crew first. See what our opponent does with this. It could still be sneak. No, it's leader's talent. Okay, now we cause some death in the family. Yeah, leader's tactics is probably gonna be super problematic. Ooh, double strike. That would have been so scary if I did not have pizza. Yeah, we need... If you don't want to die under a Prince format, you really want to have a lot of removal. So, another action use crew van. And try just now. So much removal, but not much. I would not be surprised if our opponent decides to go for Leader's talent, and yeah, combined with... Oh, they didn't. They probably have a counter spell at this point. Oh, okay, that's an 8 interaction. I should have waited. I forgot that you can just remove to draw cards. And this is can't attack, but can still block. Can I bring back nothing? Yeah, this is our... Now we're kind of flooded, so this is gonna start looking really bad. Also, our opponent has a very neat combo. Yeah, that's a very neat combo with Leader's talent. We should have waited for our opponent to... Yeah, I did not read the card. That's my fault. Let's see if they have a counter spell for this. If they do, then we probably are just dead. Leonardo's technique is nice, but... Yeah, this is also a reasonably juiced uncommon. Yeah, we hit all our removal. We did not hit any of our bigger creatures. Also surprised our opponent did not tap. Still counts it. It will shrink when our opponent sacrifices the aura. But Yeah, we're not winning this. I do have another pizza, and I do have Shredder's technique, so that is... Oh wow, it's each creature? If they have removal... Okay. No removal. Goodness. Yeah, gain 2 life. Let's see. Ah, okay. Yeah, that was annoying. Should have popped it first. And now I spent removal spell when I probably could have read it. Yeah, talents are looking really good. We do have a way to snipe the talent though. Ah, return temporal apprentice. Wow, that... Yeah. Yeah. If you're playing any of the other ones, you really, it's pretty much big. But hey, 5 wins is still pretty decent. We were 1 win short of getting equity with the gems, but everything is still kind of fine. I'll kind of take it like that. Hey, Talo HG, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? It's been quite some time. But there you go. That was the draft for this set. And as far... And overall, sealed is fine, but it's a shame that I only play sealed once. I'm really going to be wondering how the draft is going to turn out. Also, I should double check. I think it's going to be all pick 2 drafts, so that might be... So that's something to consider. But hey, pretty fine for what it is. That's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Jericho Alagan. Thank you, Andres Vega. Thank you, Talo HG. Let's see if I missed anyone. No, that looks like everyone already. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Yeah, Channel 6. Yeah, that was a very interesting nod there. But hey, we got our payoffs, and yeah, tune in next time when we do draft. I'll probably be doing it much quicker because I'm gonna be out of town on Sunday. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.